Hi everyone, I wanted to do a quick tutorial here for the graphics group and how I made the lips mask. So let's get started. First, what you're going to need is some sort of sublimation material. So I used the bags. This happens to be the Santa sack. You get 16 out of this from Coney Island Transfer. And what I did was I went ahead and I subbed my lip design on here. Now I know what you're thinking. It doesn't look the same. But once you see it all folded, it does. It is. This is actually the same pair of lips. It's just this one's glittery and that one's not. So it does come out to be the same. It's all in how you fold it. All right. So you sub on here as you normally would for sublimation. Now, what you want to do is you want to take, you could put a filter piece in here or fusible webbing, whatever the case may be. For this one, because this is rather thick, I am going to only use the cotton and the canvas because it is the poly canvas Santa sack. I stitch along the top here and here. Don't worry about these threads. We'll clean that up in a second. So don't mind the sewing machine. Let's get started. We're going to give it a quick straight seam. Now, if you're asking how big these rectangles are, they are 9 this way, 6 this way. Don't mind my wonkiness either, because this is really not going to matter when the day is done. I go through here and I clean this up. Remember, you guys can make yours perfect. That's fine. I am not about being perfect for these. I'm going to go through. I'm going to do another straight edge along here. So again, they're 9 by 6. No, I don't pin them either. I'm one of the rebel non-pinners. All right. When you're sewing it, what you want to do is back and forth your stitch to lock it in. You want to do a back and forth stitch here and here to do a locking stitch, to call it something. All right. I'm going to just clean up these little frays. Not that it's going to matter, but I just like to have it a little bit neater. All right. Then what you want to do is you want to take it, you want to flip it inside out. Okay. Once you get it here. So then what I do is I do a finger press on my seam. You can go throw it on the heat press to flatten it out, especially if your heat press is still on. Give it a nice push down finger press. Same with this. I put it all the way in. Give it a nice hard finger press. Okay. Well, then what you want to do is, for these, you can use ribbon ties or elastic. If you're going to do the ribbon ties like I'm going to do right now, you want to cut them about 18 inches because let them be able to trim what they don't need, and then you at least have what you need. All right. So you would sit here, cut your ribbon 18 inches. All right. Once you have it all cut, what you want to do is you want to take this top portion of your lip and match it with this bottom portion of your lip. So you pretty much go just like this. And once you get it so that it's kind of lined up, you make it as straight as you possibly can. Don't worry about your raw edges. We'll fix that in a second. Okay. And that's what it will look like. So again, you want to take this center and match it with this center. Fold it in so that your lips look like this. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to come in, and I just trim these up. I do a zigzag stitch for mine. Where'd my ribbon just go? I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. So you do a zigzag stitch. I insert this into this hole, and then I just zigzag stitch down, add the other tie in or the elastic, whichever you want to use. If you're using elastic, use about a 7 to 7¼ inch long elastic. That if you can find it, great. A lot of people are having trouble, so you want to use ties. You're going to want to use an 18-inch tie for each one, okay? And then this way they can trim as needed. Add in, I zigzag stitch all the way down. I don't do anything fancy. You can tuck it in. You can give it a nice, clean, crisp edge. That's fine, but I'm not fancy. So because I'm doing these as a giveaway for mine, I am donating mine. I'm just doing a zigzag stitch. If you're selling them, you definitely want to have a nice, clean, crisp corners and edges on that. All right. Once you have that and you've zigzag stitched this all together, you will end up with something like this, okay? And then what you do is, it's when it opens, you get to see the mouth part of it. So again, a quick thing is you literally just make sure that these two pieces line up. You've pressed the full mouth, fold it down. When you're folding it, it should actually end up measuring about 3 inches. This is about a 3-inch wide is what I end up with. So it's 9 by 3 on the finished. So that's why I start with the I start with the 9 by 6, and then it ends up being just like such, and that's how it works. Once you do either your zigzag stitch, or you can fold it in and give it nice mitered corners and whatnot, add in your ribbons or your elastics, whatever the case may be, and then let's put it on. So what you want to do, so I do kindly, I'm sorry for the hot mess look. What you want to do is you can either have them tie it around their ears, okay? And how you do that is you figure out where the tie would be. And you can tie it around your ears, or you can tie it around your head, and then they can loop it through. For this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to tie it around your head. There you go. Now this is what it looks like closed, but when you open it, there you have it. You have your cute little funny, ridiculous mouthpiece look. It is really so simple. It is just one pleat, and that's all it is. So go back, watch it, rewind it. It's really that simple. You just need at least 2 pieces of fabric. If you're going to use the Santa sacks from Coney Island, it is really a thicker fabric, so it can make it kind of hard to breathe if you put the fusible web in there, but you can use a t-shirt. You can use any thin, fully polyester type material for your front layer. Put fusible web on the center if you so choose, and then a cotton layer for the back. Super, super easy. I hope that helps. I'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye.